Hello, good morning to you, our lovely listeners. We are back, and today we are talking about mental health on the Don Bosco Vibes radio show. Topic yatu ya lelo, which is mental health, suicide affects teen students, and I am your presenter for today, Judith Angle with Sambanga at Don Bosco Viber. So World Health Day is celebrated on the 10th. It is a day to talk about mental health and show everyone that mental health matters. It is also a day to let people know that it is okay to ask for help, no matter what you are going through. As a theme of the World Health Mental Day highlights, mental health is a universal human right. That is why Mental Health Foundation, they have dedicated to addressing the inequities in mental health and working towards good mental health for all. So now, Doc, we start our discussion. What is suicide?
Well, I think this is a topic that we have discussed before, but maybe before I answer that, the question is, why are we bringing this again?
Indeed.
This is one of the effects of us not maybe taking care of our mental health, which leads to us becoming suicidal. Suicide, in simple terms, is taking your own life, intentionally taking your own life, because of maybe you faced challenges in life that you feel cannot be resolved.
Yes.
Maybe it could be personal challenges that you feel you don't even have the sense of living.
Yes.
You're better off being on the other side of life.
Yes.
So suicide there's an intent. Okay. The keyword is intent, intentional.
Yes.
Somebody taking their own life.
Okay.
Because of various reasons that they feel has affected them.
So what would be the signs and symptoms of one wanting to commit suicide? What are the telltale signs?
The signs, coming back to the question, the signs and symptoms are different. Like I've said, there are others that are going to talk about suicide all the time, where they want to kill themselves. That's a sign. Take them serious. Take people serious. There are people that just say, and others, not really mean just talking about maybe they are writing something. Today now we're in a social media space.
Yes.
Every time you are just seeing this person, they are just negative about life. They are just talking about ending it in different form. You might not say they want to die, but they will just, their language, you can tell from the language that, okay, this person is planning something to do. Now, someone who's suicidal, they will never tell you that they want help. They will send a stress signal. Okay. Whatever that they are writing, it's a stress signal that they are sending to you. Hey, I'm here, I need help.
Exactly.
Or hey, this is what's going on with me. So it's up to us as people that surround, whether it could be a brother, it could be a friend, it could be a family member, to be able to tell, to say, Judy, sorry so. Judy, Sama Kambaso. Pakcha Kambeso, there is something. So either if we feel they are not opening up to us, let's try by all means to link them to someone that they can talk to, or maybe remind them to, if they can talk to someone else. If you can't talk to me, please, is there anyone else that you want to talk to? So signs are always there. Part of the signs are also social withdrawal. People want to withdraw. They don't want to be in a crowded place. They're just alone, locked up with themselves. You see trying or attempting to harm themselves. All those are signs and symptoms. Depression itself is a major leading cause of course of suicide. Especially men are prone to committing suicide more than females.
Okay. People want to spiritualize, or we want to pray out mental health. We want to pray out depression and suicide. It could be there are mysterious things that happen that only God can understand, and with prayer, yes. But I think it really would be nice to even look at socially economically, education-wise, academic, before we say no ni madimoni, and before we call this person a drama queen, they might have gone through some trauma. A loss of a husband, aferuka kuskulu, they have been bullied, parents have divorced, parents have separated, parents have stopped working, they're unable to provide all these things. Before we condemn, how then can we let people know to say it's not intentional and it is a cry for help?
The approach or the treatment of mental problems or disorders are holistic in nature. Holistic in the sense that you cannot only focus on one part when you're dealing with it. It's an holistic approach, which maybe we call a biopsychosocial model.
Yes.
Bio means you're looking at, okay, what are the genetic or what are the biological aspect of this condition?
Yes.
Okay, because mental health affects your biological well-being.
Yes.
Some neural connections are affected and whatnot. So this is why the medical part comes in. What's the psychological aspect?
Yes.
Psychological in the sense that what are the thought process of this person? Is he always negative? Is she always negative about life? Or whatever that they think about, or maybe they feel challenged mentally that they can find a solution to what's going on. And what's the social aspect? Social aspect in the sense that, okay, how is their environment?
Yes.
Home setup,
yes,
or life itself. Is it that maybe they are jobless? Is that maybe they have so much responsibility and they are failing to meet those responsibilities? Is that they have financial issues? Is that they have long friends that are bullying them and whatnot? So you deal with that aspect of their life. And what is also now the spiritual aspect now. And I think for me, a spiritual aspect comes in now to balance up everything now.
Yes.
Where now we look up to God for strength. We look up to God for solutions. We look out for God for everything. So that's this, and praying about it. But in as much as we pray about it, let's also look at what are that's why God gave us the wisdom and the knowledge to be able to find solutions to our own problems. He gave us the knowledge to be doctors. That's why we see doctors that they're able to separate people that are conjoined together.
Yes.
That's why God gave us the knowledge now and the wisdom to find medication to certain conditions. So the spiritual aspect means that even us having the ability to understand that, okay, in as much as we need to pray about this situation, we need also to go to the hospital, or we need also to go and see the specialist or professional to help us with this, and combine all the efforts, which is an holistic approach. Now, trivializing people that, let me use the word trivializing, like downplaying on the people that are going through mental health. Remember the theme for this year, it's a universal right.
Universal right, yes.
Okay, mental health is a universal right. Everyone deserves or is entitled to get help. So there is this stigma that surrounds mental health, which iwe mwamuna ni kulimba. That's part of trivializing or stigmatizing someone who's going through depression. The only encouragement I can give is that it's okay not to be okay. It's not always lifey. There are times that everything will be bad, like bad. But that doesn't mean that it's the end of life.
Indeed.
There is always tomorrow for us to win. Let's remind ourselves that let's stay strong. Let's look at a lot of issues that we have gone through that we have overcome.
Indeed.
And that one issue that we're going through is not enough or shouldn't be the reason why we should end our lives.
Indeed.
You find that people that are going through suicidal thoughts, they have family members next to them. But it's that everyone now is busy in a life here, okay? We don't even care to check on what is happening. It's not always that we need to give something, even just a word of encouragement. But the fact that we talked to them, the fact that we talked about it, it has made them feel better. That is enough for us to give a help.
Thank you for Serenity. Thank you to our listeners. Our conversations still continue on our page. Do catch us on YouTube. You can follow our various conversations on Bosco Vibes Youth Network Zambia. Na pa Facebook musechinge pa Don Bosco Vibes Youth Network Zambia. Please, and remember a quote from Don Bosco, as we are Don Bosco Vibes. Don Bosco says, whatever you do, think of the glory of God as your main goal. Whatever you do, think of the glory of God as your main goal. I would rather listen to your story than attend your funeral. Until then, it is okay to be okay. Stay blessed, and let's link up next time. Bye-bye.